The year 536 AD stands out in history as a year of unprecedented hardship, a time when the world seemed to be on the brink of collapse. It marked the beginning of a period of environmental catastrophe and human suffering, a time when survival became a daily struggle for many. Arguably the worst time to be alive in all of human history, this era saw communities devastated by famine, disease, and relentless despair. This period of darkness and despair was triggered by a cataclysmic volcanic eruption, an event so powerful that it altered the climate and plunged the world into chaos. The effects of this eruption rippled throughout the globe, causing temperatures to drop and crops to fail, leading to widespread hunger and suffering. The Byzantine historian Procopius, writing in 536 AD, described the eerie events of that year in vivid detail. The sun gave forth its light without brightness, like the moon during this whole year, casting an ominous shadow over the earth. This chilling description captures the essence of the crisis that engulfed the world, a crisis that would forever alter the course of history, leaving an indelible mark on the human experience. The source of this global dimming was a massive volcanic eruption, likely located in Iceland. This catastrophic event was one of the most significant volcanic eruptions in recorded history. This eruption ejected millions of tons of ash and sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere, creating a thick veil that blocked sunlight. The volcanic plume carried by winds spread across vast distances, enveloping much of the northern hemisphere in a dense shroud. This ash cloud traveled thousands of miles, affecting weather patterns globally. The immediate impact of this volcanic event was a dramatic decrease in solar radiation reaching the Earth's surface. This reduction in sunlight had profound effects on the climate and agriculture. This decrease in sunlight plunged the world into an extended twilight, a phenomenon recorded in historical accounts from China to the Roman Empire. These records describe a period of darkness and cold that lasted for months, disrupting daily life and causing widespread hardship. The consequences of this prolonged darkness were catastrophic. Temperatures plummeted, ushering in the coldest decade in the past 2,300 years. The average global temperature dropped by 1.5 to 2.5 degrees Celsius, with some regions experiencing even more severe cooling. This sudden and dramatic shift in climate had devastating effects on agriculture. Crops failed across Europe and Asia, leading to widespread famine and social unrest. The lack of sunlight also disrupted plant growth, further exacerbating the food shortages. The famine that followed the volcanic eruption was one of the most severe in recorded history. The sky was darkened by ash, blocking out the sun and leading to a dramatic drop in temperatures. Historical accounts describe scenes of mass starvation, disease, and death. Entire communities were decimated as crops failed and food supplies dwindled. The Irish annals record a period of bread failure from 536 to 539 AD, a testament to the widespread crop failures and the resulting hunger. These records provide a glimpse into the struggles faced by people during this catastrophic time. The human cost of this environmental disaster was immense. Families were torn apart, and the social fabric of communities was irreparably damaged. Malnutrition weakened immune systems, making populations more susceptible to diseases. Epidemics spread rapidly, further exacerbating the crisis. Desperate for sustenance, people resorted to eating bark and grass, highlighting the severity of the famine. This dire situation underscored the extreme measures people took to survive in the face of such overwhelming adversity. The year 536 AD was not an isolated event. It marked the beginning of a period of heightened volcanic activity that continued for several decades. These eruptions further exacerbated the environmental crisis, prolonging the period of darkness and cold. This period of global instability coincided with the outbreak of the Justinianic Plague in 541 AD, a devastating pandemic that swept through the Byzantine Empire and beyond. The weakened state of the population, ravaged by famine and disease, made them highly susceptible to the plague. The combined effects of volcanic eruptions, climate change, famine, and plague had profound and lasting consequences. The societal and political landscape of the 6th century was irrevocably altered, contributing to the decline of empires and the transformation of civilizations. The Eastern Roman Empire, already weakened by internal strife and external pressures, was particularly hard hit. The Justinianic Plague decimated its population and crippled its economy, contributing to its eventual collapse.